What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super Baby, and he's back! He's finally back! Ultimate Gohan has finally returned! Yes! And I am so happy that our boy has returned. So, enough jibba jabba! And also, guys, my reaction to this week's episode is currently uploading at the time of while I'm recording this, so it should be already up by the time this video goes out. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So we start this episode off. We got Gohan and Piccolo going at it. This is pretty much just him warming up. Piccolo's pretty much just trying to gauge. All right, let's see how weak you have become, Gohan. How much you have disappointed your fan base since Z. So he's like, and Piccolo's pretty much just countering all his attacks. Gohan doesn't really get much in. So he's like, all right. So that's where your current power level is. And then he says like, all right, I'm going to whip you back into shape. Goku has already told me everything. And then we get this little flashback where Goku tells like, yeah man, can you join us for the tournament of power? Yada 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 yada. He's like, all right. And he's kind of like has like a Goku kind of reaction, which is weird because Piccolo is very different from Goku, where he's like, man, so a whole tournament where people are fighting for their very existence. You can't get stakes higher than that! I'm like, what the hell? Piccolo, did you turn into Goku? I was shocked, but I'm like, wait, Piccolo, shouldn't you be angry at Goku or something? Because, I mean, you're the normal one here. So, I guess he loves to fight too, but whatever. Anyway, so after that, we head over. So he's like, alright. Tells like he's gonna whip him back into shape. He's alright. Goku goes Super Saiyan 1, charges at Piccolo, where he then get turned over to Beerus, where we're back with Bola and all those guys. Trunks is trying to figure out how the hell this diaper works, and he's like, and then Goten trying to give him some help. It's like, oh man, you have it inside out, and you got Bulma on the phone talking to whoever it is, being like, oh yeah, her name is Bola, yeah, she gets her cuteness from me, yada yada. She's just pretty much just flexing like crazy about her daughter. And so then Trunks is like, Dad, help! And then I wish we actually saw it. Then we see Vegeta, like, through some sound effects, we hear Vegeta actually put the diaper on Bulma. Vegeta changing diapers for his daughter. Vegeta changing diapers! Do you guys realize how huge this is? It's so weird how Super has given guys like Vegeta and Krillin so much character development, but yet for some reason Akira Toriyama is deadly allergic to giving it to Goku. Why that is, I don't know. But so that was that was cool seeing Vegeta just the character development Vegeta's got. Like stuff like this is why he's always been my favorite Dragon Ball character. Stuff like this, I love Vegeta. He's awesome. And so then we got Beerus just kind of like leaning against like the rail and be like, look at these people. Our universe could be one day away from being destroyed, and they're just sitting there yucking it up. Well, as they say, sir, ignorance is bliss. And it's like, we should tell, and then Beerus like, we should tell them that the universe is going to get destroyed. And Beerus like, oh, I wouldn't do that I wouldn't do that if I was you. I want you to think for a moment of how Bulma would react. And then, of course, Bulma is just going in on Beerus, telling him like, you half-witted, dumbbell, how can you call yourself a god with a straight face? Just screaming at him. Then we slowly start hearing Whis' voice in there before we're prone back to reality, where Whis is literally yelling in Beerus' ear, saying, nobody likes you! He's like, alright, I get it. He's like, so, do you want to take on Hurricane Bulma? No thanks, I'll pass. And so after that, we then head over, right before that, we get to Krillin, and 18 is whooping Krillin's ass, obviously, but we see their daughter cutting a carrot. Their daughter is like at most 4 years old. Somebody explain to me why she's holding a knife? Why she's using a knife to cut carrots? If it's not, because I'm assuming it's a real knife. If it's, because the carrot's actually cut. So, somebody explain why a 4-year-old is holding a knife? Like, I get that Krillin's an expert fighter and 18's an android, but come on! What if she cut one of her fingers off? I am just bewildered. I am just puzzled. I am just... What? How? My brain cannot compute this information of a 4-year-old using a knife because it's so stupid. Why aren't they watching her? My brain cannot compute this. So, and then we see like these other two older women, probably mothers or married women in their own right, and like, I know arguing is part of any marriage, but this is a little much. And then while they're watching, Krillin and 18 fight it out. 18 is for some reason rocking a tracksuit, taking a cue out of Goku's book. I see. Okay, hers is red. It looks nice on her, I won't lie. Anyway, and so, but then, then you got Mary be like, yeah, mommy, daddy, kick each other's butts! And they're just shocked at how their daughter is just cheering them on and shit. And so, she's like, you don't have much more time to improve. He's like, yeah. I'm going to take when we win, I'm taking your 10 million Zenny prize. A girl doesn't try to top back, like, no, you're not, because let's be honest, if 18 wants to, she could kill Krillin at any time if she really wanted to. Look, she could just bam and just kill Krillin whenever she pleased. If she did. Like, she's that strong. I mean, already know that she's could probably beat Krillin with one arm tied behind her back, pretty much. Anyway, and she says, picks up Mary, I was like, mommy's gonna get you any toy you want with daddy's money. He's like, no, so much for right to put a steam room in the home gym. What even is a steam room? Like, what is the purpose of a steam room anyway? Anyway, we then get back to Gohan, and Piccolo. Oh my god, first of all, I have to praise the art animation here. Like, Toei, y'all did an amazing job with the art and animation here. Like, I just love how the rain just drips on their face, and the rain, oh my god. I know I'm giving Toei shit, but I will always praise Toei when they pull up great art animation, and this is one of those times where they just deserve nothing but praise here. They did a phenomenal job with this fight. So, we get back to the fight, and I swear, this whole fight is pretty much just Piccolo kicking Gohan's ass. Whether this means that Gohan is actually weaker than we originally thought, which I hope to God that's not true, or Piccolo has just been really getting hit hard, the training, but whatever the case may be. So Piccolo throws punches or throws or kicks whatever go on into the floor, where and goes, I'm not done yet. I will protect my family and my friends. He's like, no. And so it's just dude, you're just psyching yourself up. All you keep saying is, I'm going to protect my family, I'm going to protect my friend. This is shackling you. Yes, fighting for something can help you fight, which we have seen in a variety of different anime series. Someone remembering their friends and bam, they get a power-up and they win the fight. We've seen this in a variety of other series, not just in Dragon Ball, but in a variety of other. Fairy Tail being the most obvious examples. I mean, it's a whole fucking meme about Fairy Tail and their plot armor, which, by the way, in case one, I have not seen Fairy Tail. Anyway. So he's telling dude, it's if love is what you fear, you need to stop. You need to accept the fact that not all that you can lose, and we could very well all vanish quicker than Thanos. Erased half the universe in Infinity War. You have to accept this fact that that you can be beaten, that you could die, you could not be able to save Pan and Videl, and only then will you finally be able to get into your true spirit and actually, go ultimate for once and finally get your true power. He's like, alright. Charges up again. Piccolo kind of turns his back to him and says, like, you know what, I believe in you, Gohan. Now believe in yourself, man. So we then head over back to Kaba, where he's actually trying to recruit new members for his team, which we saw like a couple weeks back, where Chomp was like, you know, bring me more Saiyans! So he visits his mentor, the dude, and then he like, that's that again, he's like, oh, hey man, I've heard you're doing pretty well, you got some promotions, and I heard you also got a power up, you want to join your old mentor it? He says, okay. Goes to Super Saiyan's like, holy shit, man, that's better than I expected. So, and they tries to convince him again to get him into the, to like, you know, him join the tournament, their team. But he's like, dude, I'm retired, my leg is fucked, I'm just gonna be a burden on you. But, I have someone who can be of assistance to you. Caulifla. Yes, Caulifla finally makes her debut, or as the dub pronounces it, I don't remember how they pronounce it. It was Caulifla. Caulifla, I believe is how the dub pronounced it. I mean, either way, it's pretty good with me. I prefer Caulifla. I think that's just because I've just listened to it. I've heard it so many times, which I went back into the Japanese. I went back and watched Geekdom for Nevers and Chibi's reviews to this week's episode just to know what the sub was like. And so was her name actually pronounced cauliflower? Because that's a food pun for caulifla is cauliflower. So was her name in the sub actually just cauliflower, and people just pronounced it caulifla, or was it just like, oh yeah, her name is Caulifla, so it's cauliflower? And everyone back then thought that was female Broly. So I guess Kale didn't get revealed yet, so that was pretty interesting. Everyone was like, oh yeah, there's female Broly. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about Kale, do you? Anyway, so yeah, so that I already know the kind of like the hatred these two have, the fandom with like what happens later on when they fuse together and everything, which I'll give my 2 cents on that when it happens and I actually see the episode in its entirety and all that stuff. So that should be interesting when that happens. Anyway, so we then had we see her just kind of chewing down some like beef or chicken, whatever you want to call it, and Kaba's like, I don't know about Caulifla, man. He's like, oh, what, you don't think she's a good fighter? I was like, no, it's not that, it's just we don't really see eye to eye. He's like, oh yeah, man, but trust me, she surpasses me, so you'll be good with her. So we then head over back to Goku, back to Gohan and Piccolo. They're going at it, and then so Piccolo manages to grab Gohan and like gets him, like uses his stretchy arms and like wraps Gohan up and he starts strangling him. And Gohan's like trying to get out of there, but he can't. He's like, Piccolo, when did you get so strong, man? He's like, did you think I was just sitting on my hands all day while you stuffed your face in some textbook? And he ends up passing out, just like that. Gohan. These elves, man, these elves. So Piccolo brings him back, hits him with like a Kai blast or something to like revive. He's like, it's over, Gohan. And tells him that and then gives him another lesson that Gohan needs to seal the deal. A problem he has always said, which we have seen as various times. Someone in my comment section for my preview has brought this up as well about how Gohan can never seal a deal. He always gets drunk with power. Like when he got Super Saiyan 2, we all know that when like Goku was telling like, hey man, finish off Cell, finish him off. And he was like, no man, I'm gonna make him suffer. We know how that blew up in his face, both literally and figuratively. We saw the same thing with Super Buu. Gohan became Ultimate Gohan. Badass fight, legendary. Gohan was reeking of arrogance, telling him like, nah man, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna kill you. Oh, I love that line. And Gohan was kicking his ass, but of course, he dropped his guard and Buu ended up absorbing him. So, and it even says that, it's not so much your fault, it's a problem that even your dad has, which we have seen that a few times, like with Frieza. Oh, he couldn't seal a deal with him, like he just let the dude live, and we know he just finished him off. So we see him doing it with Frieza. There's probably some other characters Raditz was another one. When he just dropped his tail and believed that Raditz changed his ways. So that was another character. Who else? I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head that Goku has kind of like just dropped his guard on, and that's kind of bitten him in the ass. But you could probably think of a couple extra characters that have happened that to Goku. So Piccolo tells him, "Alright, let's go again." He's like, "Alright, I won't let you down this time," and charges up, goes Super Saiyan 2, which I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've seen Gohan go Super Saiyan 2 since, what, the World's Martial Arts Tournament in Z? Is probably the last time we saw him go Super Saiyan 2? So he's like, "I want to see something more than just Super Saiyan." And he's like, "Ah!" He screams louder and louder and louder. And then, as his hair slowly starts to change between black and yellow, and I'm not going to say how I react to this, because my reaction is already up by the time this review's out, so you guys already know by that point. But anyway, he just, and then we fight, then like this, I don't know this, we see this blinding white light just nuke the screen, the sky parts. Like when Saitama punched, what's his name, at the, like around the midpoint of One Punch, you know the scene where it was raining, you had the dude on the bike? You know, he's like, "I will defeat you," and then Saito came in there and just punched him, you know, that scene. Or in My Hero Academia, when All Might punched the slug monster with a good old-fashioned Detroit smash. And, you know, so, that, and then we see that Ultimate Gohan is back! Along with the bang, it has also made its triumphant return! Yes! 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 And there's like, "Alright, let's go." So then Piccolo does the Shadow Clone Jutsu. And he's like, "Shadow Clones, eh?" And Gohan just makes quick work of these fuckers. And then he chops off Piccolo's arm with just his hand. Our boy Gohan is back, baby! Woo-hoo! That was fucking. And then we see, like, and then lady's like, "Oh," it's like, "Ugh, no." And then Gohan's like, "Oh, Piccolo!" I guess Gohan forgets that, you know, Piccolo can regenerate his arms. So I don't know why he's acting concerned when he knows that, but we know Gohan's kind of like, you know, has like, is very, like, you know, it's very nicely, like, he cares for almost everyone. So maybe he just forgot, or he just didn't want to see Piccolo in pain or something, I don't know. Anyway, so it's like, "No, that's good. Yeah." But then we see his, like, Piccolo's other hand, the one that Gohan chopped up, kind of go behind Gohan's back and just blast him. He's like, "You forgot to seal the deal. You can never let your guard down until the tournament is over." So he's like, "Alright." And so we then see Piccolo and Gohan, they're like chewing down on the dinosaur's tail. Nice little callback to Z. And, you know, and then it says, you know, that, and Piccolo says, like, "You know what, I think that was only a portion of your ultimate power. And I want to see, we've gone through one wall, and I want to see what the next is, and the next, and now after that, and then the one after that, and the one after that, yada yada yada." So he's like, "Alright." And then Gohan says, "Oh, maybe we should think of some combo moves before we, like, while we're here." He's like, "Combo moves, eh? Huh." Which I already know, this is adding fuel to the fire to the whole debate. Like, who was Gohan's real father, Goku or Piccolo? I will say neutral on this topic. But when it comes to teaching, oh yeah, Piccolo is far better because he gave us back Ultimate Gohan. So, yeah. And that, oh, wait, the episode doesn't end right there. I thought after, like, you know, the narrator does something like, you know, like, who will Gohan get next for the Tournament of Power? We then see Yamcha. Yes, Yamcha is back. And this dude, this irrelevant mofo, this irrelevant twat, is like, oh, it's like rehearsing his acceptance speech of Gohan telling him to join the Tournament of Power. Boy, they picked an old man over you! That's when you know you trash! And I refuse to believe that the timing was super episodes and sometimes with Kai, that these are, I refuse to believe these are coincidence by Toonami, because in Kai, this week, it was the birth of the greatest Dragon Ball meme ever told. Yamcha's death. And I was watching that episode, and I won't lie to you, I couldn't help but start laughing hysterically at it. because they played off as such a serious moment, such a sad moment that Yamcha said, yeah, I'm like, he's irrelevant. And plus, Yamcha mentioned 5 minutes earlier, like, oh yeah, I could get resurrected with a Dragon Ball, so I don't know why Krillin's crying anyway. It's not like he actually lost him, he could just revive him. So, I mean, I get it. It was probably sad a bit when it was in the manga, when it first aired, when it was first published in the manga, and when this episode first aired in Japan. But nowadays, you can't take this shit fucking seriously. It's fucking Yamcha. Yamcha. Who cares about Yamcha? I don't know if I should feel. I don't know if I should laugh hysterically or just feel bad for the man at this point. Anyway. So that is where the episode ends. It looks like next we're going to get an episode focused on Tien. So, good luck making me give a shit about Tien, but that should be interesting. Anyway, so hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Oh, and by the way, my final verdict is, of course, a 10 out of 10. So hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, if you feel like it. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.